Brothers and sisters, today we got fried. Absolutely disgusting day today. A little bit of tilt, but the trade that I did take on my funded was an A plus setup. We'll take it any other day. Unfortunately, I lost. It is what it is. Yeesh, this is a really ugly P&L. Minus $34. We're back down to $42.59. Basically just halved the account. Terrible day. I don't even want to talk about it. However, we will because we have to learn. We can still bring the account back up. We need a couple good trades and we're good. That's all we need. So let's get into today. Today was, I would call Edge Day. Today would be called as Edge Day. I feel like that's the right way to go about it. First, we had CPI today, which obviously was perfect, and NFP, unlike NFP, which was not perfect. So let's go to 9 a.m. here. We have, okay, so today I'm leaning bearish. I'm leaning bearish because we're seeing a pretty big extension up. We swept all of these highs. We don't really have any direction of liquidity up here. And this right here is a daily gap, as you can see. This will show like the daily range, but this is a daily gap right here, as you can clearly see. So a lot more confluences towards bearish than bullish. Again, we also have CPI that came out at 8:30. There was a really good 1 minute inverse to the half range. I didn't catch it because I was out of my computer, but I probably would have taken this on the live account. This trade right here, just to the middle of this 1 minute fair value gap, like it'd be like somewhere around there. However, my bias going to the day is bearish, and it's going to continue being bearish until we see this large news candle being respected, and then we can target these data highs right here. Whatever happens, market opens. So let's skip through to the AM open. So market opens, and let's keep going. Market opens, boom, we take this low. We have stacked fair value gaps. We have immediate momentum. And as you will see, we have a 3 minute inverse fair value gap, or we form a 3 minute fair value gap. Next 3 minute candle, bada bing, bada bong. Perfect closure. I would call this the most beautiful closure of a fair value gap. I didn't take this on my fundeds because I like trading after 9:40-ish because the time of day. This would be a really solid 1 to 1.36, and break even would be, so let's go to the 1 minute here. Really good closure on the 1 minute as well. Like honestly, nothing to complain about. Break even would be at this high right here because we have these gaps right here. I want to see us run right through them. You could be taking profit one here and you would have been an absolute genius, but I didn't end up doing that. I wanted to take it all the way up here, and unfortunately, yeah, so this would be TP2. And unfortunately, this is what happened. So we kind of stall a little bit, just dilly-dally, not do much. Okay, whatever, we're fine. Boom, we get a nice push up. Stops at break even already. Continuing up. Beautiful, almost at TP1 if you wanted to take it, but I'm going to take this off because I didn't take that. We get this close to TP2. So close. Look at us. We're so close. We're like 2 points away. Look, 2 points away from TP2, and this happened. Whoosh. So I actually got absolutely railed because of my broker. I didn't get filled at break even. I got filled all the way down here, essentially at my stop loss, which is such a tragedy. I was so mad too because if we had taken this high and we had inversed this 1 minute gap, I would have full ported shorts. Immediately, I would have full ported shorts. Not even a question. Like it wouldn't even be a question. I also looked to see if we had an SMT. If we had an SMT, I would have taken it. No SMT, nothing. So I'm like, okay, we definitely want to continue higher. So I'm kind of waiting to see if we get an entry. No entry, no entry, no entry. Whatever ends up happening is the following, which is really good. Perfect manipulation down into these lows. We're continuing to hold this, what would be a 5 minute high, or a 5 minute fair value gap, I mean. You guys will see when we flip. What time is it? 10:04. Perfect. So you guys will see we're holding this 5 minute very nicely. I love this candle closure right here. And On top of that, we have an SMT with Asia lows. So super high time frame SMT, very much an A plus setup. Can't complain. It literally says like inverse value gap, change standard delivery because it matches with inverse value gap. We have an SMT, we have a liquidity sweep, and we have a high time frame value gap delivery, which would be the 5-minute, which is also at the same time a 15-minute gap. Right here, we were delivering off of this 15-minute gap right here too. So what I would call a perfect trade. And also we had super clear direction of liquidity with these two relative equal highs. And then we get good closure, good momentum. I like this within 2 candles we closed. It would be ideal within that one, but we didn't really see any moves down. So obviously I am in this, and I took this on my funded because we had been stalling so much, right? The reason why I took this again is because we had been stalling so much. We engineered a lot of low resistance liquidity right here, which we should just run straight through to go to these TPs. And worst case scenario, if we want to flip, chances are we're going to take all these highs. And if we wanted to continue lower, we would have respected this 1 minute too. We would have seen a bearish push down after this 1 minute closure in the middle of the gap. So everything here was directing towards going higher. And unfortunately, as you can see, it would have been a really nice trade. I put my stops at the body of the candle, and fortunately, as you can see, we just go straight down. Nothing much to do, to be honest. It's a good loss. It's a really good loss. That's all I can really say about that. And yeah, so I'm done with my funders for the day. Taking a losing day, it's not a big deal. And then I'm kind of on the charts, waiting, and I see the following. We take out Asia low, and I see, well, actually, we don't see a reaction like at all. So we keep going. And I was bearish, and I was targeting my final targets if I was able to take this, initial sweep of the high. Inverse value gap would have been the middle of this 4 hour, which we almost tapped into. So I probably would have taken some contracts off here. We saw us tap into this. ES is also all the way down here. There is no liquidity until way further down. So I really don't think we want to continue lower. At least we don't have those indications. We saw pretty strong bullish momentum right here. We got a CISD right there. So I enter long on this, and I wanted to target this high and then just leave runners all the way up. But as you can see, I got absolutely railed here. We push up, and then I get stopped out right here. Hold on, right there. Boom, get stopped out. Guess what happens? Perfect 1 minute entry on the inverse value gap. I'm already tilted. I'm out of my computer. I'm thinking my trade is absolutely going to hit. I wish I hadn't put a stop loss on this because I was so convinced. And if I had seen this, I would have full ported. And even after all of this, this is also an A plus setup. Well, it's an A setup. Sweep of liquidity. There's no SMT. We're delivering from a super high time for value gap. Super clean inverse value gap right here. Very clear point of break even. What do I see? Boom. We're rallying. Absolutely going crazy. Still going. That wouldn't have stopped us out. Depending on your entry, you might have. Absolutely still going. You probably could have taken partials, somewhere at some point. But my conviction was so high, I thought we were going to go up to take both of these highs, for sure. Look at what happens. Ready? Almost there. Did you see it? Psych. Edge fest. See ya. Straight down. And yeah, we just go all the way down to break even, which is ridiculous. It's honestly, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous how bad the delivery was. Then we just dilly-dally for forever yet again. And then during the PM, we actually make a pretty good entry. We sweep all of these lows, previous hourly lows. You'll see right here. I saw this right before I recorded this. Nothing much happens, blah, 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 nothing going on. Then boom, we sweep all the lows. We make a pretty good inversion of all these gaps right here. I would have entered here, probably targeting just these highs over here. Just a difficult day, man. Absolutely difficult day. Nothing you can do about it. These are the days that you have to learn, and you have to understand your data, and you have to understand what is good and what is bad. So as much as today is a losing day and it hurts, and we have been having a lot of losing days and it does hurt a lot, this is a really positive day in my book because I've learned a lot. I've learned that my strategy does fail sometimes, and that's what happens. That's how strategies work, and that we just have to keep going. Today might not have worked. It doesn't work 100% of the time. It never will. So yeah, that's essentially it for the video. Unfortunately, our account is in the floor because honestly, if today had worked out, we would be up like we would probably be up like $200 on the day. Like I'm dead serious. I was so convinced. We could have taken. Well, if I caught this for sure, but whatever. Boom, one take profit. Boom, two take profits. Boom, three take profits on like big range moves. And honestly, I would have probably taken this short too. I would have been so much money, man. Would have been so big. But days like that will come. So it's fine. We will get those days. So I'll leave it at this 10-minute video for today. Minus $30. It's possible. It's possible. You'll see. All right. Peace out.